Modern Warfare 3 will save Call of Duty. You ever hear that before? Sounds a bit familiar, right? Because it's been said every year. Now, there is a lot that can be said about Modern Warfare 3, but there's also a little, if that makes any sense. And if you're a Call of Duty veteran and you've been playing this game for a long time, you've been around the franchise, you know exactly what I mean. To all the noobs, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about when I say that, but if you know, you know. If you got any brain cells left after playing Modern Warfare 2 2022, then you know what I mean. But if you want my full take on this, I'm going to be diving deep into Modern Warfare 3 and as to what it's truly going to be in my next big video, which will be coming very soon. I know I've been teasing it. I've teased it a few times, I feel like, but it's almost done. It's taken me basically a month, close to a month. I mean, granted, I only have limited time to work on it during the day because I'm doing other things during the day. So you're going to want to hear what I'm going to have to say in that video. So if you haven't yet subscribed, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, because you're going to have to know. Ring that bell to be notified when the video goes up so that it's easier for you. This is probably going to be the last video before that video. You know, I've made a few now where they've kind of been like a bridge to this video because I've just been thinking, look, you look at all these content creators right now in Call of Duty. This is something, I'm going to get into a rant here in a second. I'm sorry, I'm not really going to talk about Modern Warfare 3 as much in this video, I know. I kind of led you on to that, but I don't think you really care anyway. Let's talk some real talk, what's going on in the Call of Duty community right now, because I don't feel like anyone's saying anything, really. And what I'm trying to get at is all these Call of Duty content creators are basically making the same Modern Warfare 2, you know, what is it, Season 5? Did that just come out? I don't even know. Did Season 5 just come out? I'm pretty sure it did. Actually, yeah, I did get an update, which, by the way, the freaking update was 50 gigabytes. Are you kidding me? I got a comment, Xbox has 100 gigabytes. What in the hell? What could they possibly be adding to this update that requires that much storage? Like, seriously. Now, I can't even imagine for the old gen consoles. They're probably adding even more because they want you to upgrade to the new gen. It's just, it's robbery. What's going on? 50 gigabytes? I'm deleting this game as soon as possible. The only reason I have it still downloaded is because, obviously, I need it for videos, right? Even if I'm not playing, I still need it for videos, whether I'm trying to get, you know, show you bundles or whatever it is, just to look at the bundles and laugh at it and show you guys. That's basically all I have the game for at this point. And I did play, actually no, I was gonna say DMZ, that's on Warzone. So yeah, I really don't even need it. But getting back to the content creator issue right now, I've seen so many content creators. If any of you are wanting to become a content creator, or have, now I don't have much merit, I guess you could say, because I'm still a small channel, but that's gonna change very quick. But basically, I've seen a lot of these creators saying, oh, the algorithm is screwing me. The algorithm is screwing me. It's because I cuss too much. Look, they're trying. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts because they are blaming everyone else but themselves. Okay, they're looking at everything but themselves. Oh, it's because of the algorithm. It's because, you know, it's always something but themselves. Maybe your content is not good. Maybe that's why it's not getting views. You look at a lot of these content creators, especially in the Call of Duty community, it is the most unoriginal community for content. I feel like I'm creative with my videos. I try to think outside of the box and not really do what everyone else does, have my own sort of editing style. But, man, there's a lot of these copycat channels, and it's like the same thumbnails, same titles, and it's just like Modern Warfare 2, it's just like the most bland, and I used to do this, by the way. I'm not saying I'm not innocent in this, but this is how I started out. Like, I was a really, really small channel. I was just trying to get my foot in the door. But it gets to a point where you're gonna realize you're not growing. You know why? Because you're not being creative. You're not being original. You're just trying to take shortcuts and take the easy road. Okay? And it doesn't work. And as soon as I took a risk and started editing, a lot more editing, by the way, why Modern Warfare 2 is the worst Call of Duty ever. That first part of the video is about a 7-minute video that I uploaded months ago, probably in April or May. And so I basically combined 3 episodes into one and made it one video, so I thought it would be enjoyable, and it worked out. You know, it's still getting views. It slowed down a little, but it's at about 65,000 right now. So I mean, it's been working out. And I thought back to that because in my view, that was the turning point for my channel. I don't know if any of you realized it, but it was very subtle because it didn't get many views at the time. It only had like maybe 1,000, maybe like 700, and I was kind of a little disappointed by that. But I just stuck to it, and I just kept, you know, trying to make my own sort of content style rather than the same old, you know, 10-minute long commentaries, because that's another thing, if you guys haven't realized, that a lot of these content creators, they're making sure they hit a certain minute. And by the way, it's 8 minutes long. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm not afraid to say this because, again, I already told you guys, I used to try to hit the 10-minute mark, but it wasn't for this reason that I'm gonna tell you. It was more for the reason that that's just what everyone else is doing, and I thought that's what would push my videos out into the algorithm more, and the whole content style. So that was something that I started out with, and that's, I guess it worked because it's, we're still on the uptrend. If you are a monetized channel that is 1,000 subscribers with over 4,000 public watch time hours, right? So if you're monetized and you have a video that is over 8 minutes long, you can put ads like in the middle of a video rather than the beginning and the end. You ever notice that? If there is a video over 8 minutes, you can do that. You have the option to put it on or off, which is why a lot of these content creators, you'll never see a video under 8 minutes or 10 minutes. It's not because, to me, it just feels fake and it feels too, I don't know the word. I guess fake would be the word. Because you're not actually trying to make good content. You're trying, it's just, you understand what I mean. I can't really put it into words. But you're trying to calculate it rather than just make a good video. Like, you realize, like I'd say the past 2 or 3 dozen videos, I haven't even tried to really get it to a certain time limit. Like, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just trying to make the best content possible. I don't even care if it was 7 minutes and 59 seconds. I would have left it that way if that's the way I thought it was good. So, and I mean, that's proof because I'm pretty sure my 2 highest viewed videos are under 8 minutes. I think they're like 7 minutes or somewhere around there. Call of Duty right now, again, the bigger point of what I'm trying to get at is the Call of Duty content creation scene is really just sad. There's no passion. There's very few channels right now that I can think of. Some voice trolling channels that I still watch, that I know. Obviously FazeJev and The Act Man. I could be missing out on more, but I honestly don't really watch Call of Duty content. And The Act Man, he does all other games, and so does Jev, so he's not really an exclusively, Call of Duty channel. So it's like, I'm just trying to give you guys insight. This is more of like a real talk, really insight into what us content creators are thinking, and what a lot of them are thinking, what I don't think personally. I try to make the best possible videos, and I don't really think, about time limit at all. And I used to, but it was for a different reason, obviously, as I explained before. Actually, I wasn't even at 1,000 I wasn't even monetized for most of that time. And as I say this is probably going to be over 10 minutes, and you're going to say, oh, you're a hypocrite. But no, I'm just talking right now, and I feel like I'm just saying what's ever on my mind. So yeah, this video probably will be over 8 minutes. But yeah, I'm just basically trying to get across this point. And it's not only Call of Duty content creators, it's everyone. Everyone, whether it's just a life thing, a lot of people in life, they blame everyone but themselves for their circumstances. Maybe your videos suck. Maybe you're just not working hard. Maybe you're just a copycat. You have no originality, no personality. You have nothing. You got nothing. And you're blaming everyone and everything but yourself. Do a little looking in the mirror and fix that. Change it. Or stop crying. Just what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? You're just crying the whole time. Hey, my videos, they're not doing well on YouTube. I think it's because of the algorithm. And no, it's because your videos suck. They're not good. And if they were, the algorithm would push it. I heard Mr. Beast say this before. He said, replace the word algorithm with audience. And I think that is I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. And that is a good, healthy way of looking at it. Rather than trying to do some weird, algorithm manipulating, just look at it as try to make good content, whether that's 3 minutes long, 5, 7, it doesn't matter. You know what the funny part is? All I'm doing is talking in this one. This is probably the most original content in Call of Duty in the past 2 or 3 months. Maybe in the past year. No, really, seriously though, it's a problem. And I think a lot of these content creators are misleading you guys 100%. As a viewer, it's funny because my perspective has changed as I've actually become a creator versus a viewer. I can now see through both lenses. And I can tell you, there's a lot of it just feels so fake. And hey, you know what? At the end of the day, it's kind of like a side gig for people, right? So I can't really blame you. If you're not really passionate about it, if you don't really want it, no matter what it is in life, if you don't really want it, and you just see it as more of a hobby, then fine, that's fair. But if you're expecting massive results and you're not getting results that you want, yet you're not putting in work, and you're just crying about it and blaming everything and everyone else, nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to be around people like that. Well, I guess other people who are like that because it makes them feel better about themselves. Anyway, this is going to wrap it up for this one. The next video you'll see will be the big one about Modern Warfare 3, and it'll answer all your questions about it. Every question, whether it's multiplayer, zombies, and campaign. If you have any questions, this is the video for you, and it's coming up. And I haven't seen a single really thorough, well thought out video yet about Modern Warfare 3, because I see a lot of questions and I see a lot of buzz. You know, like, Modern Warfare 3, will it save Call of Duty? Getting back to the title. Will it save Call of Duty? Well, find out in the next video. It's a big one, okay? All I'll say right now for the time being is that it will most likely be done next week, after this weekend, or during this weekend, I don't know. But I will tease it and let you guys know at whatever point. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Again, I'll remind you, because you're gonna want to see this video. Trust me, you're probably gonna see it in the algorithm anyways, because it could you know, do well. I'm hoping it'll do well. I put a lot of time and effort into it, unlike a lot of these content creators who basically post the same video over and over again, saying the same things. You know, like, Call of Duty sucks, Modern Warfare 2 sucks, Modern Warfare 3 is gonna suck. Like, you know, the same thing. Everyone's saying the same thing, and they wonder why they don't get views. Is because there's like 20 versions of the same video from a bunch of different channels. And then they wonder why their channel is not doing well. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Like, again, it just goes for anything in life. If you're a loser, you're a loser. I am a sentinel. 'Tis been one.